So one use case that we recently had brought up in a meeting when we we're on site with one of our clients is around looking at branch cash flows across all their different branches and being able to predict orders for the next 6 months based on that data. And so the situation that arose is that they found at the end of each week they had a ton of cash left over in their vault, and they wanted to be able to optimize that so that they didn't have money sitting left over and they could put that money to work for them, and be able to make some money off of it. And so what we basically advised them to do was to take that cash management data that they already had, to upload it into Hapax, and then to ask Hapax to help them analyze those branch cash flows and predict those orders for the next 6 months based on the document. And so, once again, you can do this with any kind of set of data that you currently have or anything that you want to run some form of analysis on. But Hapax, what it's going to do is it's going to say, to analyze branch cash flows and predict orders for the next 6 months, here are the steps that I'm going to follow. Review the data, identify the different trends, calculate the average monthly cash flow, predict what that cash flow is based on those trends, and then provide cash order needs and a recommendation for those needs based on the data. And then in this case, it'll even take an example of like the downtown branch. It will look at the average daily withdrawals. It can list them out. You could ask them to like tweak this format if you don't want it in a list view like this. And then it can calculate, some of that data for you as well. So here's a sample prediction for the downtown branch over the next 6 months: February, March, April, May, June, July. So I say in every single video, use this as a stream of consciousness. Ask it to maybe reformat the data or put it into a different structure if you don't like the way that it looks. But we want you to be able to summarize this data very quickly, be able to draw on the insights that Hapax can provide, because it's really an expert in breaking down this information and understanding, how it's all related and interrelated to, your operations. So this is just one use case we recommend you try, and play around with it. Like, put something in, ask it to run an analysis, ask it to reformat it, maybe change the way that it's thinking about the prompt that you're giving it. So have fun.